Here's another great first day of school read aloud. This book was new to me, but it's by a well-known author, Adam Rex. The minute I saw this book and I read the back cover, I knew that this book belonged on my bookshelf because there are tons of amazing social emotional learning books that work well for the first day of school. But this one flips the script. Instead of talking about the feelings, the big feelings, the anxiety, the curiosity, the wonder that kids are having, it actually is talking about those feelings, but from the perspective of school. Yes, the building, the structure, the school. I think that's such a cool way for kids to step outside of the norm of the ones having the feelings and thinking about the possibility of something else having feelings too. And let's dive into the activities. There are so many low prep or no prep activities that you can do just from this read aloud before, during, and after reading. I teach grade 1, so talking about feelings is a normal part of the first day of school, but we are going to flip this and we are going to talk about how we think our school, the school that we are in, feels about us being there. But before we even do that, we need to touch on a little bit of science. We need to talk about what a structure is and what makes a structure strong and stable. And if you want to take it even a step further, you can go to your supply cupboard, see what kind of supplies you have to do a structure activity with low prep. So getting some popsicle sticks, some index cards, some cups, anything stackable, and have students try to create strong and sturdy structures. And when you're talking about schools' feelings and how they can feel, don't forget, you can do some math there. Take some tallies, create a graph, put all the information down. This is also a great opportunity to have the students meet or be reintroduced to your school custodian. Now, don't forget to make sure to check with them first to make sure they have time and they feel comfortable with it, but they are the person that helps school stay clean, tidy, maintained, and they could probably share a little bit more information about how school actually feels about them being there. And another little math one. How old is school? You might have to do a little bit of digging for that one, but you can put up a whole bunch of numbers, have students guess, and do a big reveal at one point. That's a great conversation right there with a little bit of math and some interesting fact for them to take home. You can also do a would you rather school edition. So either you do it verbally or you create some slides. Would school rather the kids be in the gym right now playing a game, or would school rather there be a fire alarm drill practice? You know how it goes, and you can put some movements with it. If they choose one, they do jumping jacks. If they do the other, they do stretches, and you know how it goes. There's also feelings freeze dance, feelings charades. You can even talk about how they think school feels when everybody goes home at the end of the night. And it's probably a good one to mention that educators don't stay over because sometimes kids probably wonder. Now we're almost at the end of the day, and we know that there's so much modeling that takes place on the first day, first week, first month. But one of the things we need to model on that first day is how we need to leave our classroom. And we can reframe this by how do we need to leave our little part of school, which is the classroom, neat and tidy so that school feels cared for and can relax tonight. And then you would model your activities. What do we do with the tables, the chairs, the cubbies? Where do we put our indoor shoes? How do we line up? All of those things. And then if you have time, you can write a collaborative letter together to school about the first day and wishing school a good night and letting them know that you will be back again tomorrow. This is one book, lots of low prep or no prep activities right here for you. Oh, and let's not forget the curriculum connections that we touched on today. I teach grade 1 in Ontario, so these are my curriculum expectations, but yours are likely to be fairly similar. So we hit on social emotional learning, we hit on oral communication, science, math, all stemming from one book. If you like these read aloud suggestions, don't forget to subscribe and come back for more.